Hello, today we're going to talk about the origin of the universe. So what is the universe? Well, the universe by definition is space and all the matter and the energy that's found within it. So there are several parts that are found within the universe. From smallest to largest, you have the solar system, the star cluster, a galaxy cluster, and a supercluster. So a solar system is the smallest part of something found in the universe. It's always going to include at least one star with objects that revolve around it. Our example of our solar system's one star would be the sun, and the 8 planets that revolve around it are the objects. The second thing is the star cluster, and that's a group of stars that are held close together, and that's because of gravity. Some star clusters are as big as hundreds of thousands of stars. A galaxy contains anywhere from 1 million to billions of stars. And a galaxy cluster contains dozens of galaxies. So the galaxy might be the Milky Way, but it can also be found in a galaxy cluster with 11 other galaxies or more. And then a supercluster is the biggest part underneath the whole title of the universe, and it's going to be hundreds of galaxies. So let's look at some pictures. We have 4 pictures here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have 4 words: solar system, galaxy cluster, galaxy, and star cluster. So let's see. What do we think image 1 is? If you say galaxy cluster, you are correct. All of these are individual galaxies, and together they make up the cluster. Let's look at image 2. It is a solar system. This is actually the picture of the Earth, and there would be our sun or the giant star in the sky. Third one, it is a galaxy. This is one individual galaxy, which would also be like this one galaxy within the galaxy cluster. Therefore, this one, all these little dots are going to represent stars, and this is a star cluster. Electromagnetic radiation. So this picture is actually found in your textbook, and it shows all the different kinds of wavelengths. We have radio, microwave, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet or UV, X-rays, and gamma rays. And you can tell that we have really long wavelengths all the way to really short wavelengths, okay? So electromagnetic radiation is energy traveling from the sun in the form of a wavelength. So all of these are waves. Together, all these waves make up what's known as the electromagnetic spectrum. So all of these things together are the electromagnetic spectrum. And scientists use these waves to learn about motion, distance, composition, and temperature of objects out in space. So basically, they have different frequencies going from high to low frequency. All right, let's talk about the Big Bang Theory. So the idea of the Big Bang Theory, it is a theory like all things in science. It is not proven, but it's based on facts, and it's what they believe based on all of their scientific data. They believe that the universe began with a big expansion, which was basically due from a large explosion. This happened about 13 to 15 billion years ago. And there are 3 main evidences that they support for this theory. The first one is the abundance of light elements, and that's because elements with a low atomic number are going to be in abundance, meaning there were lots of them at the time. The second is the redshift of galaxies, and the third is the cosmic microwave background, commonly known as the CMB. So let's look at them. First evidence, abundance of light elements. So let's look, this is the periodic table, and the light elements are circled. You have magnesium, silicon, sulfur, argon, neon, and oxygen. And basically the same number of light elements that exist today, these 6, also existed as early as the prediction of when the universe began. So that's one significant evidence that helps support the Big Bang Theory. The second evidence is the Big Bang evidence for redshift of galaxies. And basically what it says is that redshifts are longer wavelengths on the spectrum, and it showed that all the galaxies are moving away from each other. So if you look at this picture, you can see it looks like it's moving kind of at a diagonal angle. So longer wavelengths work like the Doppler effect. Long wavelengths are moving away from each other. And then the last evidence is cosmic microwave background, or CMB. So this is a map that shows temperature And the dark blue shows all the way to the reds. We have yellows and greens mixed in there. And basically it shows that hot particles that have cooled over time because the universe has expanded over time. So the temperature and cooling of these particles helps prove the age of the universe. And this is just kind of one big giant Big Bang timeline. You will not have to know this for a test or anything, but I want you to know what is on this picture just kind of by the when it happens to where our modern universe is today.